Hey guys, welcome back to Vanished Souls. Hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. So we are finally going to be taking on a level 10 fort here. It looks like Fort Praxon, or Prakasol. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I'll pronounce it out. So what you have to do with this, you have to take out these walls and you have to defend yourself against ships that are incoming. So we have Fire Souls over here and Bacon Strudel. And what we're going to be doing is two of us attacking and one of us healing while he is trying to fight off some of the ships. And we're going to see how this goes. But it seems like teamwork this is going to be highly possible. So if you've ever tried to attempt one of these forts in the past, you know about the mortars that it's going to fire and the cannons it's going to fire, and there's even ballista and things like that on here that this thing just dumps out on you crazy. But as you start to knock those walls down, it will get where it does not have any defenses and it will just be sitting there ready for you to plunder right on out. So Bacon Strudel is on the healers, and he is running his own YouTube also. If you want to find out what kind of build he's using, you can do that over Gaming Adventures Guild, or GAG as he's got the acronym. So he's actually done a really good job on this build so far. We are still waiting for him to come into battle though. He is back at the base setting up his ship. So figure with a 3-man crew, you're probably looking at probably 10 to 15 minutes on taking out a level 10 fort. Now, obviously, this is not the level 15 fort, but we are currently working on a few builds where we should be doing that here in a few days. That's kind of our little goal here. So we got Fire Souls working on the Meg's Mon 2 for his ship. Just finished getting the blueprint for the Mon's Meg 3, and one of the things on that is you have to get this little orca mechanism. We've featured that in another video where we got the blueprint, and it costs 1,500 pieces of 8 per cannon. So you need one for each one of those barbarders. So I'm hoping it's going to be worth it, man. That thing is more expensive than the Sandbuck print. I was happy with the Sandbuck. I think it'll be great for this type of PvP or PvE, even at that. But you're definitely going to want a healer on it because it doesn't have the speed that the Brigantine has, and it doesn't have the hull that the Snow has either. So those are a few drawbacks to that Sandbuck for those who are wondering. But all you have to do is just circle around this guy and stay out of his ballistas and stay out of those mortars, and you're going to be okay. As you can see, we've pretty much dropped this wall here. And make sure that you don't run over your buddy. That is one of the major things too. Alright, so we have got Fire Souls in here now with, I'm sorry, Bacon Strudel is his name. We have him in here. Like I say, that is, his site is GAG, which is short for Gaming Adventures Guild. Go over there, make sure you give him a thumbs up. Let him know, hey man, you seen this video. The Cryptic sent you over that way. So we're just trying to wear out the last little bit on these enemies here. It's going to take a little bit. We're going to let you sit back and kind of watch it. So we're just wearing it out. Alright, looks like we have some healing coming in here, and I missed it. We did catch a little bit, so that's not too bad. I'm sure he'll catch us with that long gun. Oh, he got us with a bombard healer, so that worked out pretty nice. So make sure you got a healer with you when you're doing this circling around these bases, guys. Always try and take out any turrets they have first. And don't leave your man stranded. Just wipe out the ships as you can, and go back to shooting that fort. If you're doing some damage to him, you'll catch him on the next pass. You're going to want to have plenty of food for stamina. because you're going to be throttling back and forth with that speed. So a balanced mast is going to be key on this. We're using the light mast. We're going to switch that out back at port after this battle, because it's going to be nice to be able to have the 8% stopping power and 8% acceleration on the balanced mast. Whereas the light one's just going to give you a 13% acceleration, but it still makes you so you actually kind of coast out of your healing zones. Send a few shots back that way, see if we can hit them ships. So we're just putting some mortar fire on there. I'm using mortar 3s. We got a guy using some Leopolds as well. So we're just kind of testing, see what's doing the best damage. I actually think that rockets would be key on this wall. So we may actually do that for some of the future raids and switch over to those rockets. They seem like they do a good job against structures. So we also put on a piece of furniture that gives us a 15% boost against structures. That's a great piece to have. It is almost nothing to build it. You can find it over in the Carpenter. Just track that print over, guys. It's going to be under your defense tabs. I might slow down here just to see if we can take out this tower the rest of the way. As you can see, the bombards have a little bit of problem reaching the top there sometimes, which is where that Mons Meg is going to come in handy, I believe, with that extra 50% against structures. Looking pretty good. So there's another one down. And you can tell which walls you have down because it'll have crumbled sections, obviously. So it looks like we have 3 waves left. If you're wondering what the chest represent, it's waves. So we have fleet incoming now. We've dropped all the walls, so we should just have to deal with a few ships, and that should go pretty easy. With all 3 of us using fire weapons, and then of course some healing to keep us in health there, it's going to be great. That was a nice shot right there by Bacon Strudel. Healed us up real easy. So that was easy peasy, guys. Be sure to look down in the comments. I'm going to tag that link in the gag so you can check out that healing build as well. Go over there and give him a subscribe, guys. He's pretty new to this, so it's going to be a great way to just help out the gaming community. We're going to need all the help we can get. So that plunder is now completed. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys, for more great content. We'll see y'all later.